Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? Because doing fantastic. Listen, today we're talking about the one, the only Pengu. Haven't made a coin, or sorry, I haven't made a video on this coin in some time. So let's just jump right into it. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, this has been some time ago, but they are thrilled to announce the Pudgy Party, the mobile game in the App Store. But that is not the main thing. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the main thing. A 8 billion public company highlights Pengu in its quarter two earnings report and call. Okay. So we can see Pengu is dealing with some serious money, some serious backing, and my God, we can see powering our growth, our partners' growth, Igloo Inc., Pudgy Penguins, and Pengu onboarding users to crypto through IP and real world experiences. Pudgy Penguins is onboarding the next generation of crypto users through retail friendly products, video games, digital content, and partnerships with high profile brands such as So the Buys, NASCAR, and Pez. We can see 2 million plus Pudgy Penguin toys sold across 10,000 plus global retailers, including Walmart and Target. The toys include a scannable QR code that to creates what the hell? Scannable QR code to create a Web3 wallet. Okay, broken English. I thought I was tripping out with an NFT, which can be used in Pudgy Penguins interactive online and mobile gaming experiences. 750,000 plus downloads of Pudgy Party mobile game, which features an in-game blockchain-based marketplace for skins and other digital assets. And we can see, ladies and gentlemen, right, IP capital markets going mainstream. Pengu inclusion in CoinDesk 80, CoinDesk 100, and CoinDesk meme indices. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, Pengu, eighth largest airdrop in history with 1 billion in current market value out given to Pudgy Penguin NFT holders and other crypto native communities. So we can see, ladies and gentlemen, right here, global IP and community powerhouse. Scale distribution, 220 billion lifetime impressions with 800 million daily impressions, 5 million social media followers, and more Giphy impressions than Pokemon, Hello Kitty, and Star Wars. The mascot of crypto, the Pudgy Penguins profile picture has become a crypto phenomenon and used by Solana, what is that? Vanek, Bitwise, Tom Lee, some other people, and many other crypto companies and personalities. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, bullish on Pudgy Penguin partnership for multi-year subscription products across market infrastructure and information services. Pengu listed on bullish with liquidity against USDC, USDT, and Sol. And we can see, ladies and gentlemen, right? So, absolutely fantastic, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the time to get serious is now. The next few months are going to be the most crucial time of your lives. Okay. We're going to have crypto exploding. And this is the time to get a portfolio review. Right? You got to make sure you have the right cryptos. You don't want any old or dead coins, or you don't want anything that can give you little profits, right? So we provide a portfolio review. We've also been smashing it with the high probability meme coins. We hit an 11x, an 8x, and 5.5x in recent times. We also provide a weekly report on the crypto data, on the crypto analysis, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, on other altcoins as well. You get all this and a bunch more other benefits. Highly recommend joining the private community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some money. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, dude, from official Pudgy Penguins themselves, they said it. Look at all these slides that were just shown to the wall, sorry, to all of Wall Street. Ladies and gentlemen, that is huge, right? 500,000 views as well, right? That 500,000 views is kind of crazy, right? I was not familiar with Pengu's, amount of viewers to get. Like, that is insane. Their game is insane. 30K for this. So yeah, people are really, really talking about this, right? Beware of scams, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, right, we can see they are seeming to be like the real deal. Now, I did say months and months ago, I was skeptical about some of the token distribution and, the fact that it launched already at 2 billion market cap. It was concerning for me, and I did see this coin crashing, which ultimately, right, it did, right? We were at 4.4 billion market cap, but of course that is unsustainable. And eventually we dropped to, let's just say, sub 400 million for some time, right? For some time, you had a month a month opportunity to get it under 400 million, and then for some time you had a chance between 800 and 500 million market cap. Now it's currently at 2.4 billion. So what's going to happen next for Pengu? What is going to happen next for Pengu? First of all, I want to go and look at some of the basics. I don't know their ranking. They're ranked 50 in the world. We can see in the last day they've pumped 15%, almost 800 million in volume, ladies and gentlemen. 2.43 billion market cap. We can see listed on multiple exchanges, all of the big boys. We can see, right, rank 50 out of 9,497. I mean, absolutely. In the last month, up 27%. In the last 7 days, they're up 15%. But it's all because of today. Today is the big day. 800 million volume is absolutely crazy with this project. We can see this is the official store, right? I'm not going to go through all of the basics, but ladies and gentlemen, right, they have a very, very nice website. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Very, appealing. We can see you get a rough 7 to 11 APY, which is better than, obviously, I know people don't like this comparison, but your bank only gives you 2%, while Pengu gives you way more than that. We are going to break down the technical analysis because we are breaking out of a key zone. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, boom, right? We were kind of in this triangle and we just broke out recently, and we can see that we are continuing to move to the upside. We swept this liquidity down here at roughly 2 billion market cap, and we have created an expansion, taking out this liquidity here. And I expect Pengu to at least continue to go upwards of this 3 billion market cap zone before it slows down. I would not be surprised if we see something like this over the next couple of days, especially going to the next week. Especially that we also did have the federal rate cuts, ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to have a nice big positive effect on the cryptos and just the markets in general, right? And we are expecting another 2 more rate cuts this year, right? Another one's practically guaranteed, and 2 are pretty likely. So, this is going to be very beneficial for the crypto markets. Pengu is overall going to be seeing some type of nice gains. I overall expected probably to have some type of sell-off once it gets to roughly 4 billion. Either we're going to go into some institutional candle in here, or we're going to sweep the highs before then we start creating some type of formation to then go higher. Now, can we take over Doge? Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's going to be a tall and very big task. Look, we know Doge, it has pretty much an infinite supply, and it creates a certain amount of Doge a day. So there's inflation. So I do think Doge is going to fall one day. I really do think Doge is going to fall one day. Is it going to be to Pengu? I'm not 100% sure. Can Pengu overtake Sheep? I think Pengu can overtake Sheep at this point. I haven't really seen anything too crazy from Sheep. The innovation from Sheep is kind of like just whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, overtaking this is going to take a lot, right? Let's not pretend like this isn't some type of powerhouse. And let's not pretend like that investors don't like investing in things that are already proven in the past. But that is ultimately going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.